Hello folks, today in my Hamilton Beach bread machine we are going to make some pepperoni bread. Now I'm going to add I've got some leftover cooked onions and mushrooms here. I've got some Parmesan cheese. I've got some Fiesta cheese. And there's my bread machine recipe. So let me get everything in the pan right here, and I'll tell you exactly what I did. Okay, in my bread pan right now, I have 1 cup, 8 ounces of water. I have 1½ teaspoons of salt. I have 2 tablespoons of sugar. I have 1 tablespoon of oil. I used olive oil. I used 3 cups of plain flour, and I used 1½ teaspoons of yeast. Now that is already in there. That is already in here there. But now I am going to add, well, I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to add about 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. And I'm going to add about 1/2 tablespoon of oregano and about 1/2 tablespoon of basil. Okay, I've also added about 2 tablespoons of Vidal wheat gluten, and I also added 1 egg. Now I'm going to add this, this is leftover mushrooms, onions, whatever you want to call it. It wasn't stir-fried, it was baked, so I'm going to add that into the pan. Now I have about 1.5 cups of this Fiesta cheese, and I'm going to add that. Changed my mind, y'all. I only added about 1 cup. I added about half of what I had, so that was about 1 cup. I don't know, you can see. Now I have a stick of pepperoni here. What brand is this? Margherita brand, okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop this up into not too small bites. I'm going to be sure to take the paper off of it. You know, sometimes there's an extra paper underneath this plastic. I'm going to be sure to take that off, and I'm going to chop it up. Okay, there's the dice I put on it. I did not put the whole thing in there. I left this much out. But that's the size dice I put on there. And this is kind of spicy. So I didn't use the whole thing. But there we go. It's in there. So now I'm going to put this in my bread machine, this pan in my bread machine, and turn it on. Okay, y'all. There it is. I'm going to put the bread machine on basic, which is number 1. Well, I went past it. Now I gotta go back around. There's number 1. My crust, I want a light crust. My loaf size is 1.5 pounds. So now, let's give it a little bit to do its thing. So now here's a recap. Right there, and then I added to that an egg, some basil, some oregano, the pepperoni, the cheese, the Parmesan cheese, the Vidal wheat gluten. So let's see how that's doing. Just a second, I may have to add some water. Let me get a little stir stick. Okay, y'all, I'm putting in a disclaimer. Do not do what I do. Do what I say. Do not be sticking stuff down in there. But I'm going to stick something down in there, and I'm going to get this all good and turned over. So just a second, I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, here is what I'm going to do. Since I added so much to that, it's doing just fine. But I'm going to change my loaf size. Oh, it ain't going to let me change my loaf size. Huh. Well. That ain't good. Let's stop it. Okay. There. Now I changed my loaf size. Started it up again. So it says 3 hours. We shall be back in 3 hours. Okay, y'all, it just beeped. Oh my, doesn't that look good? Let me take it out. Okay, here will be the reveal of the bottom. Oh yeah, that looks nice. A little dark. Yeah, it is a little dark. I noticed something when I turned it to a 2-pound loaf. I noticed that it went back to a medium crust. So let me get this turned over. So here we go, y'all. That looks good. A little dark. Yeah, that is a little dark. But that looks good. So now we got to let it cool off, and then we'll come back and cut into it. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, look at that. That looks mighty good, doesn't it? So let Ernie do his official taste test. Let me get this. Oh yeah, look. Nice and, oh yeah, that's good. So let's let Ernie do his official taste test. Okay, so here we go, y'all. Ernie, go ahead and grab this. Now this is the heel. Go ahead and grab that and take a bite. See what you think. And I'm going to take a bite. Oh yeah. That's good. Now see here, let me lift this up a little bit. Get some light in there. Oh yeah. That's good. Nice and soft. You know what, y'all? That's going to make some great toast. Yeah, that's good. So, thanks for watching, and that's my pizza bread, my pepperoni bread, whatever you want to call it. I'm calling it good. In fact, I'm going to cut me off. I'm going to keep the heel. And I'm going to cut Ernie another piece, and I'm going to put some of this Parmesan cheese on it. So, thanks for watching. Bye.